What up, Yasharel? My head is bowed to all the princes of Yasharel, to the royal tribe of Yehuda, and to the royal tribes of Yasharel itself. What up, Gad? Okay, tonight, I know that we were going to go in to Zephaniah, but there has been a change in plans. Okay. This video is going to be to the three princes in my DM. I'm not going to say your name because I still want to communicate. That keep bringing this to me. Now, first of all, I'm well aware that you're still in Rome. Okay? Under that program. And I have allowed you to bring me everything out of the sun worship books as your case. And now, we're in Yahuwah's courtroom, and I'm going to prosecute your case. All right. Now, I'm going to bring what Father did and what he said about women and what we do as Hebrew. Okay? Now, there is something that I want you to remember before we go into this, okay? It's probably not going to feel good. Number 2, you ask me for it, okay? Number 3, these are Father's words, okay? And there is just, there's no disputing it. There's none of it. The women of Yehuda are warriors, and we divide the spoil. That's what Yahuwah said about his daughters. Okay? Now, why are we going here? Because you keep bringing it to me. It doesn't matter what I say to you in DM. It does not matter. You just keep bringing it to me. So, I had to do what I do when y'all asked me to come to the battlefield for him. I came in full gear. Look, I'm ready to go. Now the boots, those are in the bedroom. Okay? I don't ever put them on until it's time to go. Right? But I got them. I want you to know, yes, I have a ponytail on and earrings. Don't worry about it. They won't get in the way. Now, what are we going to venture into tonight? We are going to go in to Judges. And we're going to find out, and this is once and for all. I promise you, if you come back to me with this shit again, I am going to block you. I am going to cut you loose. I mean that. Because if you don't listen to what Father says, we don't need to be talking. Period. And I just want to end it. I mean, it's been some weeks now. And pretty much every day, we just go back and forth. Sometimes I wake up to a freaking message to you. Well, it says this. Did you know about this? I'm quite sure I did. It's every day. It's every day. So I just say, we're on the battlefield. And so let me just give you what Father said. And we're going to take it from there. Now, I'm going to tell you something. This is 2 chapters, and I know you don't know about it because you never brought it up. Even though I kept saying, do you know Deborah? Do you know Deborah? You're like, no. You mean Deborah? No, that's not her name. It's Deborah. No. Okay, so I know you don't know about her, nor do you know about any of the other ones, like Miriam, who was Aaron's sister, who was also a warrior. And she was used by Yahuwah. We're going to break this up because there's 2 chapters, and that's what we need to go to. So we're going to go to the first one, and then tomorrow night, we're going to go to the second one. And we are going to settle this once and for all, right before Father, because I brought him with me. I take him with me everywhere I go. And we're on the battlefield. You got your gear on? You got your gear on? I'm going to wait for you. Go get it. Go get it on. All right, that should be enough time. You ready to go? You ready? All right. Now, to the three princes in my DM, this is going to be the last time that we discuss this. It's going to be the last time that I probably have, like, because, like, there's a tender side of me, a loving side. I'm not even going to, Yahuwah created me. So I got that loving side on me, but I got that lion side. If you keep fucking poking me and fucking with me, I'm going to come after you. So we're going to settle it right now. We're going to settle it right now. And when we get done, we're going to still be friends. We're going to still be friends. We're going to still brother and sister. Still going to bow my head to you, Prince, because this is what Father said. That's what we're going to go with it. Okay? Okay. Now, listen, I said a special prayer for you before I started this video, because this is not going to feel good to you. It's not. But I tell you, if you hold on to this with all your might, you're going to need us last days. I'm just telling you, you're going to need us. So I just say we just flow, see what Father said about it, and that's where we settle it at. Okay, you ready? You ready to go down? All right, take a deep breath with me. Deeper. I feel good. Do you feel good? I feel great. I just have a feeling that this is going. I'm going to come with tenderness, but sometimes I get rough, and I just want to apologize for that now. But you have took me through some shit, and I have loved you all the way through it, and you've loved me. But I'm telling you what, we need to settle this and move on to something else, because I'm telling you, you need us. You ready? All right. We're going to go to Judges 4, and then tomorrow night we're going to do 5. It's going to be so exciting for you, and I love you guys. You know, what I'm doing is love. It might be a little tough love, but, you know, it's soft too, because I love speaking with you guys, but I am telling you what. All right, you ready? Okay. All right, you can still see me, but if I think that you're looking at me, I can't read it, and it's important I read it for you. All right, boys. I'm sorry, princess. Here we go. Help me to be gentle, Father. And the children of Yasharel again did evil in the sight of Yahuwah when Ehud was dead. And Yahuwah sold them into the hand of I can't say that word, king of Canaan, that reigned in Chastor, the captain of whose host was Syria, which dwelt in Charsheth of the other nations. And the children of Yasharel cried unto Yahuwah, for he had 900 chariots of iron, and 20 years he mightily oppressed the children of Yasharel. And Deborah, a prophetess, the woman of Lapidoth, she judged Yasharel that time, and she dwelt under the palm tree of Deborah between Ramah and Bethel in Mount Ephraim. Did I say that right, Father? Ephraim. And the children of Yasharel came up to her for judgment, and she sent and called Barak, the son of Avinoam. I know you guys sit back and just crack up at this. Out of Kodesh Nephthali. Now, and said unto him, who is Nephthali? Do you know who that tribe is? To my understanding, it is the Hawaiians. All right. And said unto him, has not Yahuwah Eloah of Yasharel commanded, saying, go and draw toward Mount Tabor, and take with you 10,000 men of the children of Naphtali, and of the children of Zephalim. Those are the brothers of Jacob, the 12 sons, our bloodline. And I will draw unto you to the river of Kushan in Syria, the captain of Yavin army. I can't say that word. I've tried and I can't. With his chariots and his multitude, and I will deliver him into your hand. And Barak said unto her, if you will go with me, then I will go. But if you will not go with me, then I will not go. And she said unto him, I will surely go with you. Notwithstanding the journey that you take shall not be for your honor. For Yahuwah shall sell Syria into the hand of a woman. And Deborah arose and went with Barak to Kadesh. I just want to stop right there. And I'm speaking to all the princes. This is for you too. But for my brothers in DM, did you hear did you hear this? Because I'll break this down for you. Listen to this. Barak went to Deborah and said, she went to them to address them. Why have you not done what Yahuwah said? And what did he say? He said, if you go with me, then I'll obey. But if you don't go with me, we're not going. Now, listen, I don't know where you come from, but if I heard that shit in the streets, as a woman, I would be like, he is scared. He has the Most High as a blessing who ordered him to go do this. Anytime y'all sends us into war, I'm telling you, my Father covers us. I'm telling you. And I just want you to know, as your sister, I took the time to go in there, and I did look up the word fear. In probably every language. Greek, Latin, ancient Hebrew, English. I probably went everywhere with this, and I'm going to tell you something right now. And I'm saying this gently with my heart. It means the same thing it does in English. I'm going to give you a brief for a minute. I know it's rough, but it does. They were scared to death to go meet this army. And Deborah told him, well, I'm going to let you know something. I understand where you're coming from. But Yahuwah said that he's going to deliver this war and this army and this military, everybody, into a woman's hands. You're not going to get the glory for it. It'll go into a woman's hands. She made that very clear. Because Yahuwah said it. Why? Because we adore him with a heart that is pure as the driven rain in ancient days. Not so much today. And if he asks us to suit up, we have it done in 2 minutes. I have a horse on layaway for last days. It's on layaway plan. And I told him which one I wanted to. We suit up. And we know full well that if Yahuwah is sending us into a war, we know what our job is: to find and locate whatever it is that he is sending us for, and destroy it before his face, and then praise his name. And that is what we do. We don't run from shit. We ain't going to. I have went up against troops of men, the government, police, all of them. I didn't back down. I'm 5'0" nothing, but they saw what lays inside of me and who sent me. I became their fucking punishment. And if you don't be careful, I'm gonna be your lesson. Let's go on. So, Don't you get up. Oh, sit down, because I have been putting up with this for weeks. Here we go. Woo! Here we go. And Barak called Zebulun and Naphtali to Kadesh, and he went up with 10,000 men at his feet, and Deborah went up with him. Now Chever the Queni, which was of the children of Chavav, the father-in-law of Moshe, had served him. Self from the I don't know what that word is. I know you're following me because you said you would, so you see it. And he pitched his tent unto the plain of Tsanium, which is by Kadesh. And they showed Syria that Barak, the son of Avinoam, was gone up to Mount Tabor. And Syria gathered together all his chariots, even 900 chariots of iron, and all the people that were with him from Charsheth of the other nations unto the river of Kishon. And Deborah said unto Barak, Up, for this is the day in which Yahuwah has delivered Sisera into your hand. Is not Yahuwah gone out before you? Oh my. Oh, it gives me goosebumps. What did I just say? He ain't gonna send us in nowhere without palace guards, angels, and military form around us. Okay? Did you hear that? She said, is Yahuwah gonna send you somewhere that he hasn't gone before you and like opened a path for you? Of course he is. That's amazing stuff. That's beautiful, isn't it? Wait a minute. Barak went down from Mount Tabor, and 10,000 men after him, and Yahuwah discomforted Sisera, and all his chariots, and all his host, with the edge of the sword before Barak, so that Sisera lighted down off his chariot and fled away on his feet. But Barak pursued after the chariots and after the host unto Charsheth. You're with me, I know you are. Of the other nations, and all the host of Sisera fell upon the edge of the sword, and there was not one man left. Howbeit Sisera fled away on his feet to the tent of Yael, the woman of Chever and the Queni, for there was peace between her, the king of Chastor, and the house of Chever, the Queni. And Yael went out to meet Sisera, and said unto him, Turn in, my Adonai, turn in to me, fear not. And when he had turned into her, into the tent, she covered him up with a mantle. And he said unto her, Give me, I pray you, a little water to drink, for I am thirsty. And she opened a bottle of milk, and gave it to him, and covered him. Again he said unto her, Stand in the door of the tent, and it shall be, when any man comes and inquires of you, and says, Is there any man here? You shall say, No. Then Yael, Chever's woman, took a nail of the tent. Those are like a railroad spike. And took a hammer to her hand, and went softly unto him, and smote the nail into his temples, and fastened it into the ground. For he was fast asleep and weary, so he died. And behold, as Barak pursued Sisera, Yael came out to meet him, and said unto him, Come, and I will show you the man whom you seek. And when he came into her tent, behold, Sisera lay dead, and the nail was in his temples. So Elohim subdued on that day Urian, the king of Kenyan, before the children of Yasharel. And the hand of the children of Yasharel prospered and prevailed against Yevanian and the king of Kenyan until they had destroyed, you know that word, king of Kenyan, until they had destroyed him. Until they killed him. He was just gone. That was 2 women. She literally gave himself to her. Gave herself to him. And then fastened him to the ground with a tent spike, a nail. Let me get myself. I know you have to get yourself too. This is amazing stuff, isn't it? She fastened him to the ground for Yahuwah. And we're going to go into the next chapter, but I'm just saying to you now. The daughters of Yahuwah are not to be played with. We don't back down for anything, and we will make anything our pet if it pushes us. Yahuwah said, ask me for the heathen. I ask him daily. In Rome, they want you to be just a trophy that makes them look good. That's how they are. And from my studies, that is how they have always been. Even today. And you, my brothers, my princes, have been brainwashed to a T. We are not your pets. We can be your jewelry. We can be your trophy because y'all's daughters are beautiful. But we are also warriors, and we are your other half. We were not made from a rib. He took Adam's whole, he took Adam's whole side, not just a rib. Ancient Hebrew, rib means a whole side. And he fit it to Eve when he filled in the flesh of both of them. That's why we were better together. You understand what I'm saying to you? Even on a battlefield. And I'm going to tell you something. If anything breaks off in our tribe, or even with other people that know that I know Yahuwah, and I am a warrior, I'm the first person they visit. Because when we love something, we love it. We know the law. Can't step over it. But we war on a daily basis. And he uses us. And he fills us so that we can be complete for you. So there's no lacking on either side. So that when you're on the floor, I have the strength to pull you up, as I've done some days, even from our long distance. But if I had a king, he would never see the fucking floor. He would never get there. And that is the difference between Rome's women and Yahuwah's daughters. We are a powerful force to be reckoned with. And our beauty is just part of us. And y'all knows it. And when he tells us to suit up and go to war, I am the first one on the damn horse, spiritually speaking. We don't play. And we really don't put up with a lot of bullshit. And we don't let it around our family. If I had a king, he would never see the fucking floor. And anybody that fucked with him would have to fuck with all of us. That is the difference in Yahuwah's daughters and Rome's. Which would you rather have, my princes? A woman that cowers and sits in the corner, that is beautiful all in herself, or a woman that will get up in a time of crisis and say, what do we do? We got to sit down and talk about this for a minute, because that's what a Gadite does. We sit down and we study the root of the problem. Let me move this chair, because you boys have been playing with me, and we're not going to play anymore. After this, I'm going to make a dent in your life that you're not ever going to fucking forget. And you will never think about bringing this to me again. We're going to put it public so others can learn. Would you rather have a woman that sits in the corner with smeared lipstick, crying, saying, save me? Or would you rather have a woman that gets up at the sound of a Christ and says, where do we need to go? My first place is Yahuwah. That's my first place. My second place is to the wardrobe. My third place is in the distance of wherever we need to go. So I leave it in your hands, princes. You either want a woman to ride with or solo. We are beautiful women, but Yahuwah created us for a purpose more than just being jewelry at your side. We are to be a helpmate. A helpmate. We are to know the laws and to be able to apply them to any situation that our king, that our children, or anyone should need. That's what we are as judges, prophets, and ambassadors to my Father, Yahuwah. And we come equipped for any war. Because we've already analyzed it, looked at the enemy, sized them up, know exactly how to take them down. That's why I watch people. Just sit back. They will tell you a lot about themselves. I don't need them to open their mouth. You know why? Because the one that trains me is also the one that's going to train you. So that when we come together, we fit like a freaking glove. What one can't do, the other one's got it. Y'all works through both the man and the woman. He speaks to both. And I will tell you right now, just from my experience, every strong king has a strong queen. Because that's the way my father designed it. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? It's not open for discussion. You're not going to manipulate it anymore and try to make me feel like coming your way. Because you are delusional. You just are. If you think that my father, Yahuwah, didn't use his daughters, he most definitely did. Because we love hard. And if you fuck with what we love, we are coming for that ass. Either personally or around my kitchen table with that sefer, pulling the law and putting it on your head. I'm the first one they look for. I leave the room. I don't say a word. I come in the office with Father. What do we do? There is nothing like a woman of Zion. And they know it. Rome knows it. So, my brothers, I flat freaking guarantee you, we'd work better together. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Than against each other. Know it, because that's the way Yahuwah designed it. Why do you think all these Christian marriages fail? Because a Roman government man blessed it, not Yahuwah. You should check into what those wedding bands mean. The diamond that they put a spell on, making you think that it was the most expensive gem. They're not. It's the cheapest one, from this ruby, all the sapphires, and all the real jewels. You should go investigate that. It's why your marriages don't work. It's not blessed by Yahuwah. It's not done like Yahuwah. And then you have the Queen of Heaven. You bake a cake. Your marriages are cursed because you cursed them. Because nothing has blessed them but a man of Rome, of Edom, that Yahuwah happens to hate. We don't get married like that. There's no paperwork, and you sure as fuck don't tax it. We don't need any breaks. We don't get married like that. Hebrews do not get married like that. That's why they fail. Now look at this. You could be in a marriage right now. I don't ever ask you. I don't, because it's not my place, you know. I feel if you ask me a question about something, we stay to that question. But a woman might have just showed you how to save your marriage. You're caught up in so much stuff and a program that y'all is desperately trying to break off of you so that you can take the head, so you can take the charge. If I had a king and we had to go to war, it would not be my place to step in front of him, not even beside him. I would step behind him. And if I saw that he was weak, or I saw that something was coming in that he didn't see, that is when I come forth and take it down, or alert him. But we have our place. Just because we're warriors doesn't mean we don't know the laws of a princess and the laws over our princes. Or do you think I bow my head to you? We know our place, and we handle it well. We hold it well. When I was bringing my children up, I had to play both father and mother. And I did an exceptional job of it. We can hold our place, and we can put our own crown on, and we can wear it well. We are to be a diamond in your crown. We are to be a decoration to you. A beauty by your side. We're to keep your crown polished so that it doesn't tarnish for others to see. In other words, our body belongs to you as yours does to us. We know our place well because Yahuwah raised us away from the world and what they do. I know this was rough to swallow, and here, I just gave you a big, big fucking hug. But you brought this on yourself, and you said, prove it. So I am proving it to you. We'll be better together than against each other. Believe that shit. And that is the way that Yahuwah designed it. It's all of our job to get on that battlefield. Why do you think that he talks about the daughters of his like being lionesses? All we have to hear is one alarm go off, and we are suited and on that battlefield with a raised sword, baby. No fear, contempt, and a dare. Take one step. That's all you need to do. Inside of our head, that's what we're thinking. I'm just being real with you because you're stuck to the women of this world. And the women of Hebrew, he didn't call us a jewel or a good thing for nothing. He raised us, and we know our lines. And I just want to tell you now, I love you, and I know this was rough. I know. But sometimes you force me to be rough, and I mean, it's been weeks. If I wasn't gentle, oh my goodness, I would have already came for you. But I woke up in a hurried up way today, and when I saw that, I said, if they want some, give them some. Just go for it. And let's just put this to, Father, I said, can we do this? I didn't feel like you said no. So I came in here and gave it to you. You need us. Just like we need you. But it's a different type of need. It's like, I am going to tell you something right now. And I'm not ashamed of it. When I found out who I was, I lined my feet to that wall. When I found out what he went through, I lined my feet to that wall. I wanted him to be proud of me. I haven't broken a vow to him. And for 12, well, I'm going to say 15 because, I think it's been 15. I have never even been in the presence of a man. I cut myself completely off to him, as I always have, and my family, and teaching them where we need to go, what we need to watch for, what Yahuwah is saying to me. I haven't been touched, other than by my head, at this time, my eldest prince, my firstborn, who off tops belongs to Yahuwah and serves him with his heart, or he couldn't be my head. That's my head right now. That's Hebrew style, Hebrew law. We don't go out there just searching for our own. We just be still. I would rather wait till we get home, back to the land, and get a prince that can teach me even more than I know about Yahuwah. That's what I look for. I don't care what he's got in his pocket. I don't care what he's got. I don't care if it's belonging. I don't care about that, because if you are not connected to my Father, it's not going to last. You're not going to keep it. That's not what moves me. It's the spirit of a man. How close is he to the Father? Because if you're supposed to be my head, then you're supposed to teach me something about him, about the law. Cover me and keep me safe. The world's marriage, Christianity marriage, is off the chain. I will have nothing to do with it, nor their men. So if I have to wait till we get home, my body will be untouched until he chooses my husband. Do you see? This is why he uses us, because we are obedient to him. Therefore, we will be obedient to a prince and the king of our home that he places over us. There are consequences. So I think that I have given you exactly what you needed for the day. And I would advise you to stop saying what you say. Because other women out there that know Yahuwah, that know exactly who we are, and we stay in our place and the walls that hold us with him, they may be a little rougher with you. But I love you with all my heart. You are my brothers. You may be princes, but you're still my brothers. And sometimes a sister has got to set your ass straight so you don't get stomped. Because we know Yah is bringing us up like branches. I'm telling you. And we are the big mountain now. And Edom is being destroyed and extinct. We know who we are. We know our worth. We know what our responsibilities are, and we get them done. But I will not be with a worldly man that underestimates my worth and takes it for granted today. I have come way too far for that. I love you with all my heart. I hope we still talk. I hope you still give me a message in the morning, but I kind of feel like I just ruined our relationship. But that's okay, because you fucking grew from it. And another woman of Yehuda's not going to stomp you down or yet either, because we took care of this today. I just advise you to swallow it. And if you don't send me a message in the morning, it's okay, because you still heard me and you're still responsible. And there's a record made that I gave it to you. I just walk away. Just, what else we got to do, Father? I love you, Father. Thank you. So I hope you still love me, which you probably don't. But if you do, I love you right back. And I respect and honor you much because you could swallow this instead of just walking the way you are. You are a fucking prince. You deserve a queen. You deserve someone that's going to walk this life with you. And no matter what you go through, if you do get to the floor, she's on it with you. And don't you let no woman make you think any different. We are not Rome's or our ancestors' women anymore. We are daughters of Zion. We know that law. And we wear that crown well. And we walk this life with respect because of his laws and what he placed over us. But we are not going to sit at your feet and just look pretty. We weren't created for that. And you get a lot more over here. So if we're still cool, I love you with my heart, and I brought this in love. I know it got a little rough, but just wait till tomorrow night. We're going to go in there. And I really hope this blessed you. So you can come out of that and get yourself a Hebrew woman who will stand beside you. When you're sick, she's right by your bedside, taking care of your body, pulling you back up when you cry. She doesn't see you as weak. She sees you as her king. And she holds him until it's over. We are not Rome's women anymore. We are Yahuwah's daughters. And you either accept that or you're going to miss out. My head is bowed to all the princes of Yehuda and to Yasharel. I love you, Gad. Until tomorrow night, I hope you meet me back here, because if you're a man, if you're a prince, you will meet me back here. You will meet me back here tomorrow night. We're going to go Judges 5, and then we'll let you go. That's all I'm going to do. I have to bring you the law, or you're going to get yourself tied up in a fowler's snare with a woman that will rip your ass apart. But remember one thing, you chose her. So if she breaks you with those nails and those hairs, I buy for myself because I obey the laws, and all I have to do is ask Father for it, and he gives it to me. And to the guy that said, you are so beautiful, why do you wear hair pieces? Because I'm not really a girly girl. I am, but this is me right here. I don't like to stand in the mirror and do my hair. I like different styles every day, but I just don't want to create them on my head. So my hair is long and beautiful because I obey the laws. But I wrap it up some days, and I just put me a little something on there, and I love it. But if it's on my head, it belongs to me. And I do not break the laws. I do not get haughty. I do not override princes. I do not get within myself. But they are gifts from Father. And he even gave us handbags in Jeremiah. But you will never see my neck stretched, especially towards a prince, unless you rough me up a little bit, and I'm going to bring you the wall. I'm going to love you, and I'm going to walk away. But I will not take your shit. I know what he sent me for, too. My head is bowed to all of you, and I love you with my heart. Until tomorrow night.